The Dale's Cone of Experience. Greetings! I hope this video finds you in good condition. Kindly watch until the very end. My name is Cruz, a third-year student taking up Bachelor of Secondary Education, major in English. For this video, you will learn things about the following. Who is Edgar Dale? What is the cone of learning? How does it help in teaching learning? Those questions will be answered as you continue to watch this video. Edgar Dale. Born in 1900s in North Dakota, Dale earned his bachelor's and master's degree from the University of North Dakota. He began his career as a rural school teacher. Later on, he completed his PhD at the University of Chicago and joined Eastman Kodak, contributing to the company's prominence in photography. Dale enjoyed a long academic career, serving as a professor at Ohio State University from 1929 to 1970. His work in education extended beyond teaching as he became president of the Division of Visual Instruction of the National Education Association, also known as NAEA. His contributions helped shape the future of educational media, leaving a lasting impact of both the photography and education fields. Now that we learned who is the proponent of the cone of experience, let us now go at the definition of cone of experience. Dale introduced the cone of experience in 1946 in his visual edition of Visual Methods in Teaching. The cone is placed from the most concrete, which is the bottom of the cone, to the most abstract, also known as the top of the cone. Dale's cone of experience is often mistaken to as the cone of learning, learning pyramid, or remembering cone. Some refer to as the corrupted cone. It is now widely misunderstood. Fun fact: did you know that in some explanation, one may see percentage lying in the cone, but the proponent himself, Edgar Dale, did not add any percentage when he created the cone of experience. So that was all myth. And now, we will go to the first band in the cone of experience, verbal symbol. Verbal symbols are inherently abstract because they do not have any physical resemblance to the objects, concepts, or ideas they represent. Moreover, verbal symbols offer no immediate visual representation or clues about their meaning. They rely entirely on shared understanding and context for their interpretation. In essence, the abstraction of verbal symbols means that their meaning is learned rather than intuitively grasped and can vary across different languages and cultures. Next one is the visual symbols. Visual symbols are effective tools for simplifying complex words, making them more accessible and easier to understand. By presenting information with symbols, it helps break down complicated concepts into digestible, easily recognizable representations. Whether it's through diagrams, charts, or icons, these symbols allow people to grasp abstract or complicated ideas, often with minimal explanation. The next one is the still pictures, recordings, and radio. Dale used the tools inclined with multimedia such as pictures, videos, and audio files. This may be confusing because this band is still at the abstract level. However, the difference that it makes is that when a learner is still at this band, which is the still pictures, recordings, and radio, there are no comprehension. It is just pure observation of the multimedia tools that is used or presented to the learner. After that is the television and motion pictures. This is the improved band of still pictures, recordings, and radio. This band enables learners to process real-life processes or events through on-screen recordings. The thing about this band is that, aside from observation, they are now up close with the help of videos and motion pictures. they are now able to fully experience the motion pictures or the real-life movement of the learning that they are conducting. The next one is the exhibits. This band is a bridge for an expanded range of sensory and participatory experiences. Some exhibits include sensory elements that can be related to direct, purposeful experiences, activating the sense of touch, sense of smell, sense of sight, sense of taste, and sense of smell. These exhibits are specifically designed for interactivity. The next one is the study trips. This band introduces the real-life setting when it comes to learning. In this band, the sense of participatory is rising, as this also has the social learning with peers and more knowledgeable others. This creates an opportunity for the learner to fully compare the display and the real thing. By that, more senses are being active. After that is the demonstration. This band often helps with the training activity and exposure of the student when it comes to learning. This is the starting point of having a hands-on experience, as they can now do something or initiate something. The next one is the dramatized experience. This band introduces the role play. The real-life situation that they have observed at the very first part or the beginning of the band is now being enacted and is seen to be a closer type of experience when it comes to their learning. This is also a hands-on experience, as they can now reenact their observation. The second to the last is the contrived experience. It is the editing of reality. At this band, the facilitator, which is the teacher, will use a mock-up to fully demonstrate and explain the learning as closely as the reality. This creates an illusion to the minds of the students, imprinting the knowledge exactly how the teacher depicted and shows it to them, making them gain experience. And the last one for the Dale's cone of experience is the direct purposeful experience. This is the combined bands of the cone. This is now the concrete form where the understanding is very much a clear picture for the students. It is no longer questionable and confusing, but rather clear and not complex. And with that, we will now wrap up our discussion. In conclusion, students engage all their senses to explore and immerse themselves in new experiences. Training events are emotionally rewarding, motivating, and lifelong learning. Learners reflect on the past experiences to create new ones, gain a sense of achievement, and can design their own dynamic experiences. And if you've reached this part, thank you very much for listening. Once again, I am Cruz from the Bachelor of Secondary Education, major in English. Thank you for listening.